Okay, how's everybody doing today? Happens to be March 25th, a Friday, 2022. Make sure I get that part of it right. So anyway, I want to come on, do a little video, quick video about EOS. I want to talk a little bit more about EOS, thanks to my good friend, Mel Pierce, who has encouraged me not to drop EOS from my name. I had Bitcoin Believer, and he asked me, he said, don't give up the EOS. You know, you've been EOS San Diego so long, stay EOS San Diego. So thanks to Mel and a few other people that I've talked to. And I have some very loyal followers on this channel, and I really appreciate it. Mel Pierce being one of them down in Australia. And the comment box is open if you want to leave a comment. So thanks for that, Mel. And I will be EOS. I want to talk about EOS today. Actually, I want to put a title on this video. And the title of this video is going to be how to turn $4 billion into $2.5 billion by starting a ICO called EOS. And that's precisely what's happened with EOS. EOS is basically turned 4 billion into 2.5 billion. I think I looked at the markets here just a second ago and take a look at them again. But I think EOS is around $2.50. Where's it at? So EOS needs to get to $4 just to equal the amount of money that they raised, $4 billion. So we're at $2.51. So basically this Block One, who launched the ICO, EOS, turned $4 billion into $2.5 billion in a very strong market. Other projects like Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, all these other projects have taken off and made fabulous returns, while EOS has basically gone backwards for the last 3 or 4 years. But, and I'll tell you how you go backwards the last few years. I'll show you. Here's a quick, I just want to show you this. Just listen to this real quickly. You want to know how you go backwards $2.5 billion? This is how you go backwards $2.5 billion. I want to play you this clip on Twitter. So it's on Twitter. This is on the Challenge DAC Twitter account. But listen to this real quickly. See if I start here at the very beginning. This is how you turn a $4 billion into $2.5 billion. Here we go.
Far Peak as a name, but interesting, and raises a lot of questions about, you know, promises that were made to developers, promises that were made to the community. I mean, we all remember this clip.
There you go. You turn $4 billion into $2.5 billion by making promises that you don't deliver on. And here's a promise that they didn't deliver on. This is Brendan Bloomer. He is, thanks for the thumbs up, I appreciate it. This is Brendan Bloomer. He's on Bloomberg Daybreak. Right here he is. Make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. And he's getting ready to talk about a promise that never got delivered on.
Actually finished the world's biggest sale of cryptocurrency tokens for around $4 billion back in May. What are you planning to do with that money that you raised?
Well, if you look at how token networks were distributed
Okay, Brendan, what do you plan on doing with the $4 billion? He's going to tell you in a second. Here we go.
in the past, it was mostly through burning electricity in order to create these tokens. And so the thesis behind our token sale was to take that capital that was normally used to create tokens and then divert it back to the developers that are...
Okay, did you just hear what he said? So the money that they're saving on the electricity, on the mining costs, they're going to turn that and turn it back to the developers. Sound like a pretty good idea, right? Problem is they never did it.
Spawning the next generation of innovation. So we just announced a $1 billion fund for EOS VC. We're investing that with partners throughout the world back into the hands of the developers so we can see what comes from that type of capital innovation.
Sure, but
Okay, so they promised $2.5 billion, or they promised $1 billion back into the developers, the people that are going to build on this this platform, the EOS platform, you know, fastest blockchain in the world, smart contract blockchain. They're going to put the money back into the developers' hands. They never did. So this is what's going on. The ongoing question now is, what do we do about it? I think Chase addresses that here in a second in the rest of this video. Here we go.
See that they took all that money that they raised and they're putting it into an exchange, and now they're trying to merge.
Yeah, they're putting the money that they raised back into the bullish exchange
with this other company. And you know, you see why the EOS Foundation is looking for litigation update, and how you could see that they could, you know, possibly want to sue them and and maybe that would mean more money back to developers and projects like ours, because after all, a lot was promised to do.
Can I ask a question? Did you as well send something to the EOS?
Okay, so that's one issue right there. That's one of many things that they promised they didn't deliver on. So that's how you turn $4 billion into $2.5 billion by not delivering your promises. Another way you turn that kind of money into is ignoring the projects that are trying to get built on your platform, and just completely acting like you don't even know they exist. And I got another little clip here that shows you how to turn 4 billion into 2.5 billion by our good friend Dan Larimer. Here we go. Mr. Dan Larimer.
Pass on those questions, guys. I think he's addressed them pretty sufficiently at this point. So okay.
I like the expression on his face too. Let's watch this.
I'm super excited. Okay. There seems to be, I don't know if this is just a spam bot attack or whatever. There's been a flood of like 50 people asking me like what you think of the challenge deck. I have no idea what that is. I don't know if you know what that is or if you want to talk about it, but it feels like just.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, right. Dan says
he
doesn't know what the challenge deck is.
So, okay,
after he's been asked that question numerous times, completely ignores us. Has ignored us ever since we started. I've given Dan every opportunity to come on his channel and talk. I have about 5,000 loyal subscribers on this channel that want to hear from Dan. They want to hear what he's got to say, but he ignores us. But he comes up with these ideas like Fractally, which is basically governance. So governance, I can't say the word, but basically we're at fractally is, I have a problem with that word, as they probably know, because we have a call. And if you're not on that call, you need to get on the card. It's a Discord call by the foundation. It's a fireside chat. It's every Wednesday at 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. Pacific Coast time, whatever translates that to your time. That'd be a good call for you to get on to find out a little bit more about what's going on with EOS. But anyway, Dan's trying to come up with this idea. He's come up with this idea called Fractally, where people basically get together in a room or get together online and by their own narrowing it down, come up with the ideas that they want to fund. But what about the projects that have been with EOS for the last 3 or 4 years? I guess those projects just go away. And Dan's got this new idea. He wants 11 block producers and he wants 5% inflation to do this new Fractally. And he's going to start a new governance program that he's got some ideas that he's thinking about doing. I don't know. But like I say, he's ignored us. He's ignored me. He's ignored this channel. He's ignored the 5,000 subscribers I have. Like I said, I've had numerous times I've tried to get a hold of him to offer him a time to talk on this. In fact, I'll show you. We'll go back to YouTube and go to my channel. And if you've seen this information before, forgive me, because I just like to keep bringing it up because it is kind of funny in my opinion. Let's see if I can see if I can find this video. Oh, right here. Here's the video if you want to take a look at. This is us at the hackathon with Dan Larimer. There's me, Chase, Dan's wife, and Dan. Chase has got a CHL t-shirt on. Dan is looking at the project. We would explain it to him. In fact, Dan even encourages that night to go and be a part of this hackathon. And he looked through the whole thing, talked to us. And this is his wife, like I said. And we talked to him for quite a while. So there's the video evidence that Dan knows who we are. But here, a few years later, Dan has no clue who we are. Play it for you again. See, so Dan completely ignores us. I have no idea why. I don't even know why he chooses not to acknowledge our I mean, we're running on his software. The idea that he had, we're giving it some validity. We're giving it some put our blood, sweat, and tears in it. We're doing everything we can to build this blockchain, this EOS blockchain that he built. We're doing everything we can, but in the meantime, Dan gets gets this look on his, I don't know what kind of look that is, but gets really irritated when he's asked the question about the challenge stack. I'll do it one more time because I just like watching it. So here we go again. And it's funny, this is Crypto Dunker. And he goes on Crypto Dunker's website or YouTube, but he won't go on mine. But look at this expression on Dan's face when the challenge stack, and Crypto Dunker thinks that we're spamming him. We're not. We're just putting a challenge. This is the way our application works. We can challenge people to do something and give them a little crypto for it. And we've just challenged people to go on this call where he's asking for comments, and we're asking Crypto Dunker to ask Dan about the challenge application, which is running on his platform. And look how irritated he looks when he's asked about the challenge application.
I want to know stuff about Block One. Look, I'm sorry, I'm gonna pass on those questions, guys. I think he's addressed them pretty sufficiently at this point. So okay, Saddam Lamu, I'm super excited. Okay, there seems to be, I don't know if this is just a spam bot attack or whatever. There's been a flood of like
it's not spam. It's our application at work.
50 people asking me like what you think of the challenge stack. I have no idea what that is. I don't know if you know what that is or if you want to talk about it, but it feels like just...
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, he's pretty quick with that too. I don't know what that is. Real fast. He can't even think about it. He needs, well, it's a project running on the EOS blockchain. I don't know how they're doing. I wish him well. That would have been sufficient. But
okay, yeah, all right. Sorry, we're gonna.
And now the deadpan look. The staring kind of stared off into space there for a second. Kind of irritated. He looks totally irritated.
So okay, College Dropout says,
okay, there we go. Enough of this stuff
about Block One. Look, I'm sorry, I'm going to pass.
So I'm just talking about how Block One, and in my opinion, Dan Larimer in certain areas has really made EOS worth $2.50 when it should be worth, $20, $30, $50, $100, because there's a lot. I mean, as much as I think Dan lacks, and I was going to play you another clip. Let me see if I can find it. Because Crypto Dunker did another thing with Dan Larimer. If I can find it, I'm kind of ill-prepared today because we did the CHL call. We do the CHL call every Friday, Pacific Coast time, at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Pacific Coast time. So if you want to go 1 p.m. every Friday, and I'm going to live stream that too, but let's do Crypto Dunker. And I kind of like Crypto Dunker. He gives an analysis of Dan, his opinion of Dan. Where is it at? Let me see here. Crypto Dunker, Dan Larimer. My thoughts. Let's just go my thoughts. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it either. But anyway, he kind of gives his analysis of Dan after the interview, kind of his personal opinion of Dan, and kind of what he thinks Dan's shortcomings are, and a little bit about Dan. That's not it. But anyway, in that, I could find it. I'll play it another time because I do want to start doing some more videos. But anyway, he basically says Dan needs to pick up his games in the public relations area, as far as being somebody that is, somebody that can actually, be in front of people, be somebody that can make something sound interesting enough that they want to invest in it. That he needs to pick his game up with that. So let's see if I can find it here real quick for you. Now that I've talked about it, I might as well see if I can find it. Okay, let's go to Crypto Dunker. It's probably one of his. Oh, this is right. What I learned from my interview with Dan Larimer. I think it's
all you have to do is really change the name of the currency, which I did.
I think it's around 4 minutes and something. 4 minutes. Let's try 4 minutes.
A down-to-earth guy. He doesn't have a single psychopathic bone in his body to exit scam people.
Inside this room is a man who's changed the lives of over 170,000 Americans.
With
and I'm going to stop it here real quick. So This is Crypto Dunker. He did an interview with Dan Larimer. Like I said, Dan went on Crypto Dunker's channel. Crypto Dunker hasn't built an application on EOS blockchain, EOS.io blockchain. Crypto Dunker, I think, just does YouTube videos, but somehow Dan will go on his channel, but he won't come on mine. But let's hear, and he probably really won't come on my channel after this video. But here Crypto Dunker's given his opinion to Dan. Here we go.
It does look like that at times, and I do understand why it looks like that, because, you know, he hasn't been the best communicator always. So he does need to work on his communication game. That can improve. He does need to, you know, understand how things are perceived and viewed from a PR standpoint. But at the end of the
So here's Crypto Dunker saying that after interviewing Dan, he felt Dan needs to work on his PR, his public relations. He needs to pick up his game.
day, it's a good dude with good intentions. Yeah, just that criticism of him was really unfair, but I do understand why a lot of people say these things and think these things because of, you know, just the not so ideal chemistry between him and Block One.
Okay, so Dan has kind of been very, and then I've done this channel here for 3 or 4 years now, and I get all the people's venting about, hey, I bought EOS when it was $6, $8, $10, and now it's down to $2. It's a dead project. It's over with. Stick a fork in it. You need to find something else to do. Quit making EOS videos. You know, I've been listening to this stuff for years, and a lot of it comes from the fact that these dead promises, you know, we're going to reinvest back in the blockchain, into the developers. A lot of it comes from Dan Larimer saying he wouldn't leave the project when he did leave the project. And I continue to support Dan. I continue to support Block One. I continue to support all these, and everybody kept giving it back to me. You know, you need to wake up and smell the coffee and see what's really going on here. These guys aren't looking out for your best interest. They're in it for themselves. And guess what? I think they were right, and I was wrong. As we see now, Block One is taking the money and starting the bullish exchange, of which I will not have an account with, I guarantee you. So the 4 billion pretty much is getting reinvested into bullish, and you know, none of the projects got built. None of the projects, none of the ideas that were promised $1 billion got any funding whatsoever. And Dan now wants to come back with his idea of governance, which is fractally, and get involved with the foundation and get 5% inflation and 11 block producers to do his idea of how we're supposed to come up with the next, you know, round of funding, how we're supposed to fund these new ideas on blockchain, but yet ignore ideas like ours that have been around for 4 years and have existed on the blockchain and prospered. And we have a very large following, a huge following. We do a Friday call, like I say, every Friday, and we get a lot of people involved, and we've been putting a lot of time and money and effort into it. And we've been doing well. And we're very happy with our results. And nothing happened for us until the foundation took over. And that's why I'm making this video today, and this is why I still have a lot of hope for EOS, is because I think the foundation, run by Yves LaRose, is moving us in the right direction. And one of these smart contract blockchains is going to take over. And it's inevitable. Blockchain is the future. Everybody says it. We're not going to go back to any other form of fiat digital or fiat currencies or gold standard or anything like that. We're going to stay with the digital currencies. And we have the store value with his Bitcoin. That's why I'm a Bitcoin believer. But there still has not been a smart contract platform take over the space. Take over. And I still think EOS has a chance to be that smart contract platform that will become the de facto blockchain for the future. And there's a lot of advantages to having cryptocurrencies. You're talking about smart money. Money, you know, if I go out and I spend $100, the $100 has no idea what I spend it on. I could be buying illicit drugs. I could be donating to my church. I could be doing anything that I want to do with that $100. The $100 is fiat money. It's dumb money. It has no idea what I'm doing with it. So that's a big disadvantage, because with cryptocurrencies, that's smart money, and the smart money can come with promises and conditions on how the transaction takes place. So if I have a smart contract associated with my transaction, it can actually make sure that certain promises and conditions are met before that transaction, before that money actually, that transaction actually happens. Kind of like what we do with our challenge application. When we make a challenge, we have a contract that's set up in that transaction, in that challenge, that once the conditions of the challenge are met, then we release this cryptocurrency. So we are able to build some conditions and promises into the cryptocurrency so that when certain things all meet, then that happens. Unlike the $100 bills, the $100 bill has no idea where or who the transaction is. The smart cryptocurrency can have some attributes, some way of having the contract or the process of transaction happen in a way that you'd like to have it happen. That can do away with a lot of the problems we have in the world today. So in other words, if I spend $100 on something with a cryptocurrency, I can build some rules into that transaction that need to happen before the person gets the money, before they get the cryptocurrency. And now I don't have to go to a lawyer and spend a bunch of money setting up a smart contract. I can build it right into the crypto for the transaction. So that's a smart contract cryptocurrency, of which Bitcoin is not. Of which these other blockchains are not. Bitcoin being the one that is not, but the other ones, they're trying to be smart contract platforms, and they really haven't done anything very, very well yet. Nothing has really jumped out at us and been the one that really works. And that's what I'm saying. EOS still has a chance, especially with the foundation. I think the first thing the foundation did as soon as they got control is they put the money back into the developers. We got a $100,000 grant from the foundation. And they're giving grants right now. They're giving the Pomelo grant. They're giving other grants. They're giving grants out constantly. So the foundation is putting back like Block 1 was supposed to put back to begin with. So that's how you take $5 billion, $4 billion, and turn it into $2 billion, is you don't give back. The foundation is giving back. So we're at $2.5 billion now, $2.50. Hopefully, the more the foundation gives back to the developers, gives back to the blockchain, this blockchain will be what it was meant to be in the beginning, which is a blockchain that not only succeeds by running transactions at breakneck speeds, but also has a token that trades well in the market and appreciates in value. I think the reason it hasn't appreciated in value is because people like Dan and Brendan Bloomer and all these people that haven't met their promises haven't delivered on the things that they said they were going to deliver on. And that's why we're in the place we're at. But right now, I'm very happy with the foundation. I'm going to start making more and more videos because I want to be a part of this, because I think that we're going in the right direction and things are going very well for EOS right now. And it has bumped up in price. The reason I haven't made videos the last few months is because I'm not going to make videos in an irrational market. I'm not going to come on to YouTube every day and say, look, Bitcoin ought to be 100,000, but it's actually 35,000. And I have no reasons for why it's 35,000 outside of the fact that it's just being market manipulated. And I don't know who's doing it, and I don't know why, and I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. So it's a boring discussion. But if Bitcoin can get out of 44,000, my good friend Chico Crypto says, maybe if we can get out of this $44,000 rut, that we can break into the 50s and 60s and 70s and then go up to where we should be, which is around $100,000 for a Bitcoin. And EOS, with the help from the foundation and the Pomelo grants and all the different things that they have going on, where they're actually investing back into the community instead of running away from the community like Dan did and like Block 1 did, this thing can be $5, $10, $15, $20, and maybe even $100 someday. So that's where we're hoping to go. So let's take a look at see if I have any comments. Okay, so we got some comments. Sad, Dan is clueless. Thanks very much. MSCA fan. I have mixed feelings about Dan Lambert. I've met him personally, not for very long, but long enough to see him and think that he's probably an honest guy, an honest good guy. But he has a lot of problems as far as communication is concerned, like Crypto Dunker says, and he doesn't do very well in promoting projects. I mean, he hasn't done very well with promoting EOS. And I'm not saying that he should be. I mean, it's not like everybody has all the skills. He's got great skills in in ideas and developing software, but maybe not such good skills in actually being the promoter of the software. So in that respect, he should probably step aside and let somebody else take over that part of the project. Got another comment from MSCASFAN. Should know what Challenged App is. I'll show you what Challenged App is. Challenged App is our project. It's our and maybe I need to go on my cell phone to show you a little bit, because it's a mobile app. So let me see if I can get my cell phone fired up here. I'll plug in the cell phone and let's see if we can get this going. You can do it. We're mobile, so it's you got to go to the iPhone to find it. So let's see if I can figure out where it's at here on my iPhone. Interview off. Okay, I got to get back to this screen. Hold on. Okay, so let me go to the iPhone. Okay, so here's my iPhone. Let me show you where the Challenged App is. This is the Challenged App right here. And I'd have to log in, so I'm going to have to go back here. Let me pull it off real quick. I'll put it back on in a second. Let me log in. Okay, now I'm logged in. Let me bring it back for you. Okay, there we are. There's the Challenged App, and see, these are the challenges people have created. So chases, and this is the conditions that I've talked about that are associated with cryptocurrencies and smart contracts. Kindly follow the instructions in the tweet below. Comment meaningful feedback about the website mentioned in the tweet. Provide your feedback in the comment section of the tweet and drop it in a link to win below. So you go to this link, you go on this link and you comment, you take a screenshot of it. 14 people have done that already. Let me bring up the 14 people that have done it. So all these people have, and so you can do it in Telos too. All these people have done what the instructions said to do, and now Chase needs to reward him. So he will reward each one of these people. Let me go back to how much the reward was. He's rewarding them a third of a Telos, so 30% of a Telos. And there's 4 days left in this challenge. And so you can see all the challenges that we've made here recently. We're just incentivizing people to do things on their mobile phone and getting a reward for it. So we're encouraging people to use cryptocurrencies, and we're giving away free cryptocurrency. If you want to know how to do the challenge, how to get the challenge, you just go back to, let me get out of here. Go to the App Store, and just type in challenge. Go to find challenge. And then I think we're DAC now, Silent Challenge Deck. Or maybe it's DAP, DPP, I'm sorry. Challenge. What am I doing wrong? Let's just put in challenge and see what I get. I don't think I'm on the App Store. What have I done wrong? Oh, I'm not in the App Store. No wonder. God, that's really bad. I'm on the Apple Store, but I'm not on the App Store. Let me go to the App Store. I know I'm looking at it. Oh, here we go. There's the App Store. Okay, now let's look for Challenged App. Gee whiz, I'm really bad today. Or I think it's DAP. No, I think it's DAC. We changed it here recently. We changed it from let's split it up. There it is. Finally, after all that, I find it. Right there it is. So there it is. There it is. That's a long way of getting to it, but that's how you get to it. So there's the challenge tab. So you can download this. You get some free crypto when you're doing it. You can play around with it. You can make some challenges. You can do a lot of really, really neat stuff with that stuff. So there we are. I mean, we actually built something on the blockchain that works. And we also even have a place where you can buy it. Let me go. Let's go to the... If you want to buy some challenge tokens to make challenges with, just go, you can do a spinning wheel. Let me do a spinning wheel today and see what I come up. See if we actually got a pool value right now of, you can win 96 EOS. That's like a couple $100. Let's see, I'll hit a go and see if we can do anything with it. Oh, I got to claim my ticket first. Claim the daily ticket and now hit go. Try again. Claim daily ticket. I might have already done it today, which is not allowing me to do it. Yeah, I think I've already done it today, so I'm not going to be able to. But if you haven't done it, you only let you do it once a day. But if you hit the go, you can spin around and you can earn up to 96 EOS tokens if you win the grand prize. But if you just want to purchase right there, you can buy challenge tokens right here. So you can buy it right off the app. And of course, this is all the tokens that we support. We support EOS, of course, Challenge, PETH, B. This is the wrap tokens. Of course, EOS, Bitcoin wrapped, Telos, and you can see all these Candia, Pummel. These are all you can create challenges or hold those. We pay for all the resources. So you don't have to do anything. All you need to do is download it from the App Store, and that's free. We don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything else. So anyway, that's pretty much all I want to cover today. I just want to come on here real quick, let everybody know that I'm still making videos, and that I'm going to continue to make videos because I think that EOS is headed in the right direction, and I think as long as the foundation is doing what they're doing, I think things are going to be fine. And I think the foundation's doing a wonderful job. I've been on the calls, like I say, Discord calls every Wednesday at 12 noon on Pacific Coast time. I don't know how that translates to where you're at in the world. But if you get on those, the fireside chats, and spend, some of those calls go 5, 6, 7 hours. But if you spend an hour or two on the phone, you're going to find out that the guys up in Canada are getting it done right now. They're really doing everything they can to make EOS a token everybody wants to hold. And then of course as block producers, they have a vested interest in making sure the token continues to appreciate in value. That's how they're getting paid to run, the servers, to be block producers. They have to, it's a value, and there's an extreme cost. The equivalent of being a miner in Bitcoin. In EOS, they have to run a node, and they have to spend a lot of money to be block producers. And that's what they're doing. And that's why they want the token to appreciate in value, and they want the projects to do well. And they're trying to build something. And I think they're doing very well because we do have a very good project, a very good product. It just needs to be better displayed, and promises need to be followed up on and done. People need to, they need to follow through with what they say they're going to do. And I think the foundation is doing that right now. So I'm very happy with the foundation. And I hope that EOS will make that $100 someday. Everybody tells me I'm, about the $100 party I made a few years ago. I said, hey, I'll put if we have EOS ever makes $100, I'll make have a party for EOS here in San Diego. I'm still in hopes that may still happen one of these days. So that's hopefully the foundation. And if the foundation gets that job done, man, I'm telling you what, I'm really going to be happy with the foundation. But so far, so good. I think the foundation's doing a good job. And they're certainly giving you an opportunity to be heard. Just get on the Discord call. It's a fireside chat. Eve is very patient with everybody, lets everybody express their opinions and their ideas. In fact, even Dan Lemmer was on there, I think, a week ago. You can ask anybody any question. You can put things in the chat. People will ask, you can comment in the chat. You don't even have to be vocal. You don't even have to open up your mic. You can just chat and ask questions and people will answer them. So it's a very friendly format, very friendly atmosphere, very friendly. And I think that right now with the foundation, what we're seeing a lot of camaraderie. A lot of people are getting together and they're forming bonds, and people are starting to see things happen, and people are getting excited again about EOS, something we haven't seen for 3 or 4 years. And it is something to get excited about because, like I say, as much as Dan lacks some areas he lacks, in other areas he's very, very, very brilliant. And in the area of building a smart contract platform and having that smart contract blockchain platform process the amount of transactions required. Someone just gave me a thumbs down on that. It's meeting the requirements of a good blockchain. I mean, maybe other people don't agree with that, but so far so good. I just showed you our application, and we run it every day. We don't have any hiccups. We don't have any problems. So, from our vantage, from running an application, building an application, working on it daily, and I just showed it to you. Just showed it from my iPhone. Just showed you how to do it. Play around with it yourself and see what you think. Give me the feedback on the comments below. Tell me what you think about the challenge application. And it's running on the EOS blockchain, so it's working. And like I say, one of these smart contract platforms is going to take over, and it's going to be the platform that runs a lot of stuff in this world. And I think EOS has every opportunity right now to be that platform, to run a lot of stuff in this world. And so one of these platforms is going to take off and really take off, just like Google took off, just like Facebook took off, just like Amazon took off. There were a lot of e-commerce websites, but Amazon happened to be the one that took off, and it didn't take off immediately. It took some time. One of these smart contract platforms is going to take off, and I think EOS has as much right to take off as any of the others right now, in my opinion. Solana. Cardano, Binance, any of these other smart contract platforms. EOS has got just as good a chance as any, and it probably has even a better chance because they do have a waiver from the Security Exchange Commission. They have been operational for quite some time, and they have a lot of stuff running on it. And now that the foundation is involved, we've already made a lot of the mistakes being made. From now, I see nothing